One of the best things about the system and about the nutrition module is the amount of recipes that we have within the system. There's 16,000 recipes in total, which is a massive amount of recipes, and this can be a good thing, but it can also be something that gets a few people a bit lost. And when you're running a contest and a challenge, sometimes you don't want to give people too many options because they'll either take options that aren't in line with what you sort of want to recommend for them, but also too that it's a case of sometimes there's just too much going on that they almost don't know where to start. So what we did is we created the option to be able to create your own predefined food week, and I'll show you how to get to that now. It's just a matter of going to settings and tools, going to predefined nutrition food week. Now what this does, and what I've given each of you, is I've given you my already predefined food week, which is my mini-me week. And what it does is it gives your clients the option to suggest their food week from your predefined food week. So rather than having a whole lot of options and clicking suggest my week and the software suggesting their food week based on everything, if they click the drop down menu and choose the name of your predefined food week, then it's just a matter of the software choosing their nutrition week based on the recipes that you've selected. So it just brings things back in line with what you want to recommend a little bit more. They only have those few options rather than having the options to do everything. And if you're not sure how this works for them, make sure that you watch the client video of how to set up their nutrition, because it's really important that you know how they need to set it up so that you know how to track and monitor it, and you can help them through the whole process as well. Okay, pretty easy to set up here. We're just going to go add a predefined nutrition week. All right, and you got blank name, so make sure you give it a name. So let's say Fat Blaster 28 day. All right, you can give a description if you want. Add existing recipes. So let's go down here and let's choose a smoothie. All right, and let's see what it comes up with. Now, obviously, when you select any of these recipes, you can select them based on the macronutrients that are already there. Therefore, you're choosing things for your clients that are in line with what you want to recommend for them, that they're trying to achieve on a daily basis. All right, so let's go breakfast and snack. Okay, and what we can do is let's just go basic strawberry smoothie, add that to the week. And what you'll see here is suddenly you got basic strawberry smoothie and you got basic strawberry smoothie that shows for both of those things. All right, you can do the same thing for chicken, beef, oats, anything that you want to select, you can do it just like that. Okay, if you have food plans that you want to include in the software that you've already recommended in the past and you want to use, all right, you definitely can still do that. It's a matter of going to add a custom recipe. Okay, give that recipe a name, a description in terms of preparation time. You can also give it default preparation and cook times, how long to marinate it for. Then again, you can choose what you want that recipe to be for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Is it a side dish? Whatever it is, you can select it as that, so when people are searching for it or it comes up in their food plan, all the information is there. Okay, now if you want to do a quick search for something, so let's go bananas raw. If I would have chosen tomatoes or chicken or whatever else, as I start to do it, the software will have a look at seeing what's the closest thing to what I'm searching. There's already a whole food database in there that has the macronutrients included. Choose the unit of measure so it can calculate what the total macronutrients are and then how many of them are in that. Okay, once you've done that, if it was just all those things, all right, and you've added it, so we're just going to say bananas red, I'm going to say return to predefined food week. All right, and it's just a matter of then going and choosing that recipe. So if I just wanted to find it, I didn't name it, so if I had named it and called it my chicken and banana dish or whatever, it's just a matter of going to add recipe, choosing that recipe, and then putting it in there. Okay, say you want to add a supplement. All right, so say you want to add your own protein powder. All right, the best way to do this, all right, and let's just save that now so we've got it there. All right, add a custom recipe. Okay, now with this custom recipe, what you want to do is, let's call it our Fat Blaster Shake. Okay, With that shake, again, put in the information if you want, alright, but really the software doesn't have all the information that's going to be in the shake. Most of that information is on the back of the protein powder that you've bought, alright? So let's go and add it as a custom food. Alright, now as a custom food, what you've got here is you've got a choice of what type of food group is it. So we're going to go ahead and choose beverages. You can name it here, again, we'll just call it protein shake, alright? And then what's the unit serving size? So on the back of your protein powder or whatever it is you're using, what is your serving size, and then what's your macronutrients based on that. Now you need to have your macronutrients in here, because if you don't, then when your client selects that particular food in their nutrition week, it won't affect the actuals on the top right hand side of their nutrition page, which is what you want them to be looking every single time they choose a meal, so they start working out how to put a good, healthy, nutritional day together. Okay, so in here it's just a matter of making sure you put those macronutrients in there. So we'll go 250, total fat we'll say is 6. Alright, we'll go down, we'll put our carbohydrate, we'll say is 12, and our protein is 24. Alright, when you go down the bottom, again, choose what you want. Let's go breakfast and snack. Alright, and save. Alright, and when you have a look down the bottom here, it'll already calculate, alright, what the macronutrients are, which is perfect. You can go make this recipe available for all users, which we'll definitely do. Alright, and then what we can do is we can return to recipe list. Alright, now what we need to do here is let's go 28, let's go protein shake. Alright, you got a couple of different protein shakes here. So if it's a protein shake that we just entered, alright, which is this one here, alright, it's just go, we can edit that recipe. Otherwise what we can do is go back to our admin dashboard. So we know that that's in there now, so it's good. We can go and add it to the food plan. Alright, if we go back to settings and tools, we go back to predefined nutrition week, we've got our fat blaster 28 days. So let's go and edit that. Alright, now if we want to add an existing recipe, because we know we've created it now, type back in protein shake, and okay, we've got it there. So protein shake, that's the one we wanted. Add it to your week, and now that's showing up as well as an option for them to have for breakfast and a snack. So you can see by that you can add, custom foods like, bananas, create your own recipes, breaking down each of the ingredients, which, like anything, the more you have to customize, the longer it takes. But it definitely is still possible. You can add a custom food group, like a supplement like we did before, then go back and search it and add it into your food week. Once you've built all of this, you click save. Alright, then it's just a matter of when your client is ready to select their food week, they click on the predefined food week on the top left hand side of their nutrition week, and they can select the Fat Blaster 28 day or whatever food plan you want them to have. Therefore, like I said, setting things up the way you want to set up and make it again seem like, okay, wow, I've been following, the 28 day Fat Blaster food plan this time, and it's working really, really well. I had no idea that that's the type of food I should be eating, and those are the types of recipes I should be looking for, which again is another value add and makes you look like the expert.